Hey there guys, Jacob here, and before we start today's tutorial, I need to change. That's better. Let's get started. Before we kick off this tutorial, I'm just going to tell you guys that whatever you see in this tutorial is just how I do my effects. That does not mean this is exactly how you need to do yours. As long as you get the same thing accomplished, there's no wrong way to do things in filmmaking, in art. So just keep that in mind. Look at that fancy new artwork that somebody did. So you guys probably already guessed that the tutorial that we're going to be going over today is what I did in that opening little bit there. Ripping my shirt off to reveal the shirt underneath. It's actually an extremely simple thing to do right inside of editing software. Any editing software can do. You don't have to have anything fancy. The first thing that you need to do is set up your scene, however you're going to do that. And then you're going to need to pick out your shirts. So I was already wearing this shirt, Batman vs. Superman, and I wanted to change into my Ewok shirt. So you just film yourself in this shirt, acting like you're taking it off. Hey there guys, Jacob here, and before we start today's tutorial, I need to change. Then what you're going to do, in between, is take off this shirt and put on the other shirt. Then you're going to be fastening little pieces of gaff tape, or any kind of tape will really work out. Gaff tape is just really good, really versatile tool that I like using. And I put 5 little sections on here of gaff, there it is, of gaff tape. This way the shirt would stick to me, because if you just put the shirt on like this, then if you lean too far forward or if you move a little too much, it could come down and reveal that it's not actually on you anymore. So I'd like to avoid that just by using these little pieces of gaff tape. Now it kind of looks like this shirt's on me, but obviously whenever we leave it on a long shot like this, you can kind of tell like, oh, he's definitely got like something weird going on. But whenever you use a really quick cut of me pulling that away, it really doesn't look like I'm wearing it for that long. Oh, well, that's embarrassing. That's better. That is going to be something that you'll have to figure out through trial and error, like how hard to apply the tape onto you, what kind of tape to use, all that kind of stuff. Now it's time to jump into the editing program. I'm going to be using Premiere Pro CC 2018, so follow along if you have that editing software. If not, all of these things I'm going to be showing you are easily transferable to other editing softwares. Let's go. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and open up Premiere Pro. So the first thing we're going to need to do is find where we have our first little introduction. This one right here. We're going to trim that down. You can hit delete key to move the selected space over to close that gap. Okay, and we're going to find right there. You can choose whichever frame you want. You can go a frame further, you can go a frame back, but I like that frame to cut from. So then we're going to make a cut right there. We're going to just try to match up where those cuts happen. Delete again to close that gap. And that's not bad. It's not as good as it could be though. So now the next thing we're going to do is kind of try to smooth that transition out a little bit by adding in a dissolve. You can either right click and hit apply default transitions. That's also going to create a dissolve down here. So instead you can actually just hit Control D. So now you can either go down here and drag this and shorten it up to 2 frames like that, or you can just go up here, click in this, and it was set to 1 second and 6 frames by default. So then you can just click in here, type to 0, or you can even just click and drag on this little thing right here. So now this effect is practically done. That's better. Let's get started. So let's just shorten this clip up again, cut our tails off, and then something else I'm going to do that's really gonna sell this effect is adding in a sound effect. This is actually an umbrella opening like this. Maybe open it up a little bit more again. Close that back down. You know, you can do this in a lot of different ways. Record your own sound or use somebody else's sound, but this is just what I'm doing. We're going to go to audio gain and we're going to adjust this to kind of match
what everything else is going on. I've got my audio peaking at about -6, so I'm going to try to make this just a little quieter than that. So now we can watch it back here. Things to look out for with this effect is things within your background. Also, something that I did not do a great job of was making sure that I was in the same place. If I would have been using this in a real video that I was going to be posting in a serious way, I would have looked at all that and I would have changed it to make sure it looked as good as possible. But you guys can do whatever you want.
So there you have it, guys. A really easy and really cool way to change outfits during a vlog or any other kind of video. If you like this video, make sure to go down, like it, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll be coming out with tutorials like this hopefully once a week. That's the plan anyways, but you never know what's gonna happen. Thanks for watching, guys, and remember, it doesn't matter how you do it, as long as it gets it done. That's it, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to keep trying to not sound awkward. It's gonna sound awkward. Every time I drink water.